In this video, I'm going to share with you the fastest way to progress as a dancer. It's going to be a good one. If you want to 10x your dance level, watch this video. Alright, see you soon. If you are like me, chances are you are obsessed about getting better at what you do. You are obsessed about mastering your craft as a dancer. And if it's your case, I salute you. That's normal, you know. If you are passionate about what you do, you really want to progress on a regular basis. And in this video, what I'm going to share with you will help you 10x your results, will help you, progress faster than ever before. So how can you do that? So if you really want to progress and progress fast, you need to transition from being unconsciously competent to consciously competent. Let me say that again. You need to transition from being unconsciously competent to consciously competent. To illustrate my point, I'm going to share with you this quick story. It was about 10 years ago. I was in a battle in France, and it was quite a big event. And I was really excited about this event because, like I said, it was a big event, but most importantly, there was some big names, in Paris. At the time, me and my crew, we were just, trying to make a name for ourselves. So we were trying to, compete in battle where you have big names in the dancing, in the freestyle industry, so that if we manage to beat these guys, and then we can make a name for ourselves. So I was very excited about this battle, and I did the battle. I passed the pre-selection and I lost in semi-final. So when I lost in the semi-final, I couldn't even watch the event anymore. I was just focusing on me and trying to visualize what I did and what I did well and what I did wrong. And then one dancer, his name is Paul Eric, and he's a pioneer in France, So he's one of the guys that people respect, and he contributes to the growth of the dance community in Paris. Yeah, he said, Nikhil, I really appreciate what you did, and congratulations. But just the fact that someone like this congratulated me, I was happy, but at the same time I had the feeling of, okay, I lost, and I couldn't completely enjoy his compliment. And he said something that stayed in my mind. He said, you may not realize it now. The reason why I'm saying you've done well is because right now, what you are doing, you are not aware of it. You are not fully aware of your competence. But the moment you will be aware of your competence and you will become consciously competent, it's game over. You will be a much better dancer, and you will always be able to progress faster, right? And when he said that, to be honest, I didn't understand everything. Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, all right, thank you, I appreciate it. But I didn't really understand what he meant. And I should have asked him more questions about this to try to learn more and try to understand more. But I stopped there, I said thank you. But it stayed in my mind, and I couldn't really understand that. And it took me years to truly understand what he said, but it still stayed in my mind. And now I truly understand what he was telling me back then, 10 years ago. Because back then I was unconsciously competent. I was doing well, I was doing my best, and sometimes I would do good performances, but I was not aware of what I was doing. I was doing them unconsciously. When I do something well, I did it unconsciously. So the problem with that is I can't replicate it. I can't replicate it whenever I want. But the moment I make the transition from being unconsciously competent to being consciously competent, now I can replicate my result. I can replicate a good performance. I'm not saying that every single day I will be 100% and I can beat anyone, blah blah blah. No, it's not that. But at least I can always get to a certain level, and most importantly, I know no matter what, I will not get lower below a certain level neither. You see what I mean? Because I am consciously competent. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that I fully 100% know all my competence or my body, because I'm still practicing, I'm still getting new information, I'm still learning. So therefore there are certain things I'm not completely conscious of them yet, but the majority of what I've got now, right, I am conscious of it. You see what I mean, guys? This is how you can progress much faster. You need to make the transition from being unconsciously competent to consciously competent. Now the question is, how do you make this transition? How do you become consciously competent? The good news is you can be a beginner. No matter your level, you can still learn how to be consciously competent. Yeah, because it's not about really your level. It's about what you have now, the potential that you have now, and being aware of it. Because when you become aware of it, you will know how to use it in your advantage. So how do you do that? You need to know your pattern. You need to know your pattern. When you dance, you create different patterns. You create things that you do on a regular basis, and these are the system that works for you. At some point, you do them so much when you are dancing, you are not aware that you are doing them, but you are doing them. And because you are not aware that you are doing them, even though you did something well, you don't know how to do it again, because you are not aware when you did it. I'm sure this happens sometimes to you, and someone say, oh wow, you know, I like when you dance and you did this and this and this, and you're like, huh? I did this? I don't remember doing this. And then when you watch the video and you say, oh wow, oh I didn't expect this, but oh it looks good, you know, because you watched the video. But if you didn't watch the video, you wouldn't even realize what you've done, right? That's because you are unconsciously competent. Now, once you know your pattern and you analyze yourself, you see, okay, these are the things that I do well. How can I replicate them? Now you start being awake, you start being aware of what you are doing, and that will make a huge difference. Because the moment you are conscious about this, you can push on it, you can make it better, you can replicate it, you can develop it to make it stronger. Yeah, so this is why you need to know your pattern. So how can you know your pattern? The best way to know your pattern is to memorize the good moment. So now, next time you are dancing, so here's what I want you to do, guys. Try not visualize the time that maybe you did a great performance and everyone was saying, wow, I don't know what happened today, but this was amazing. Or you felt great when you were dancing in your room or exchanging with another dancer. Try to visualize this moment and ask yourself why this happened. And or if you are even better, if you have the video of this, I want you to go back, watch this video and try to understand what you were doing at this time. What did you do at this time that made your performance better than usual? If you create this habit of memorizing the good moment, you will start discovering your good pattern. And the moment you know your pattern, it can be something like, all right, I realize whenever I start dancing, I close my eyes, I'm more calm. This is something I do unconsciously, but now I realize, oh wow, I do it often. So this is probably one of my patterns, one of my good patterns. Now I need to keep this and create a structure around it or develop this more. Or something like, it can be something like my way of hitting the music with my legs. Is something that I didn't realize, but there's a certain way that I do it. You know what? I need to develop this much more, because it's something that I remember when I did it, I felt like I was hitting the music so well that I usually don't take the music this way. Okay, this is a good pattern, I need to keep this. So every time what you're doing, you are memorizing the good moment. Because sometimes it's so unfortunate when you are freestyling, you do a great performance, and then just 1 second after, it's gone, and you forget about it. Yeah, and you're trying to get back this sensation, you're trying to get back to a level to do the same thing, but you don't remember. It's because you don't know how to replicate your pattern. You don't know how to replicate your pattern because you are unconsciously competent. You need to transition to become consciously competent. You need to know what you are doing. If you have even if you have very little vocabulary, even if you have very little technique, even if you have very little moves, it's okay. The small that you have, you need to be aware of it and know how to use it. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's extremely important, guys, to transition from being unconsciously competent to consciously competent. So the moment you understand this concept and you start to apply it, I promise you guys, you will 10x your level. You will progress much faster because you know what you are doing. All right, so extremely important, guys. If you do that, you will progress much faster than someone who is good but he doesn't know what he's doing, than someone who is good but is unconsciously competent. Yeah, so it took me years, like I said, to understand this concept, because when Puerto Rico told me this, I was like, okay, this stayed in my mind, but I didn't know what to do with it. And I should have asked him the right question to get more information and try to understand what he's saying. But I was maybe too upset because I lost. So I said, just thank you, and that's it. But it took me years to truly understand this. And it was right. It was right, because the moment I stopped being awake and aware of what I'm doing, I started to progress much faster, because I know where I'm at, I know my weaknesses, I know my strength, I am aware of my current level. Therefore, I can definitely see where I want to be, understand where I am, and work toward my next level. And I will hit this next level much easier than someone who doesn't know, who is unconsciously competent. Alright guys, so this is some powerful stuff that I'm giving you guys, and I hope you find value from this video. If yes, as usual, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with all the videos coming. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you on the next video. Alright, take care. Peace. Bye.